Hey guys, Hecons here with another World of Warcraft gold making guide. Today I'm going to be showing you my sales for the past 2 weeks from flasks and potions, as well as gems on my main alliance realm. The first couple of weeks when a new raid opens are amazing for selling consumables. As you can see, I have over 784 total mail to collect on this ult, and I've transferred off most of my gold, so we're starting out close to zero. Let's get started. As I mentioned briefly in my previous video, it's important to have rank 3 recipes for most of the professions so you can price competitively on the auction house. Rank 3 lets you craft items for less materials or higher yields per craft. It's especially important for alchemy as you get an average of 40% more flasks or potions per craft. With any of the crafting professions, make sure to keep an eye on the cyclical price changes of materials and pick them up when they're cheap to minimize crafting costs. If they're too expensive, then it may make sense at a high enough price point to farm the materials yourself. Even if current Legion crafts are not profitable, you should have a whole profession book full of old crafts that you can consider. Additionally, you do not have to be the lowest price to get sales. There are a handful of overcutting strategies you can employ to capture sales even when prices get low. The first is simply to list some of your items at the highest price. Oftentimes, buyers with the default auction house UI will have the auction sorted from highest to lowest, and they will see and buy the most expensive auction so long as the price is within reason. The second most common method is to take advantage of stack sizes. With flasks, rather than list singles at the lowest price, you can list stacks at a much higher per unit price. This is the more reliable way to overcut. Again, most buyers with a default auction house UI will not sit there and calculate the per unit price and will simply buy out the auction for the stack size they think they will need. If the prices of flasks get too low on a given day, I like to use one or both of these overcutting methods to not sell at a loss. Sales may slow down a bit, but you'd be surprised how many sales I get despite having the most expensive auctions on a per unit basis. I've had instances where I've had flasks up for triple the price of the lowest auctions and have had them sell. Again, these sales are on a low pop server and simply relisting once in the morning and once during the afternoon before I raid. I'm sure numbers like this are common for people on medium or high pop realms, or those that babysit their auctions and are better with relisting. However, my guild raids 3 nights during the week, and I can't always pay that much attention to the auction house. If you're on the same boat, I would highly recommend getting an extra account, which you can use for sniping, listing auctions, or other chores while you play on your main account. So collecting all of that mail took over 18 minutes, and I ended up with 1.67 million gold from just flask, potion, and gem sales from the past 2 weeks. You can make a substantial amount of gold from selling consumables, and I would highly recommend you level up an alchemist if you don't already have one. If you watched the previous video, then you know it's not too difficult to get the rank 3 recipes anymore. Anyways, that's going to be it. In my next guide, I'll be showing you guys the insane earnings potential of cooking, and sharing my sales for 375 stat food and lavish Suramar feasts during the past 2 weeks, as well as go over how I have my cooking operation set up. Happy gold making and take care. I'll see you all in the next video. Late.